Aloha, hoku, ohana. I hope that you guys are well. So, a few moments ago, I was seeing 1441 on the clock, which is about you guys being the shaper of your destiny right now. As soon as we get seated to start this reading, we do have 444 on the time, which is literally about you guys being highly protected on the path that you're walking on. I don't know if it just switched to 1445 as I showed you guys, but hopefully you saw that anyway. The message that was coming through was, what was it? Yeah, you guys shaping your own destiny and something about, I saw you guys watering dry grass and making it very like luscious last night in the astral realm as well. And then you were also walking by a pyramid and you were taking on the role of the main character and you were no longer in survival. So it's almost like you've known survival and you've known chaos, I'm hearing, all your life. And now you're about to I've experienced like thrival, which I know is not a word, but it's like wherever you step, it's like you're restoring. I'm hearing the lays of the land. There could be something around the ley line. You guys are restoring cosmos from chaos. You're restoring order from disorder. And I'm seeing this as you kind of walking into what may seem to be, I'm hearing unknown, mysterious times. And you're shining your beacon of light, your beacon of light. There's something around, hold on. You're walking into mysterious times. I had something around, what was that? Anyway, like with this huge beacon of light, you're seen as this timeless guide right now. And it's how you've been able to guide yourself or come back to yourself through each incarnation and each lifetime. That's what I'm seeing as well. You've become a guide to yourself. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the pyramids because I saw someone in the pyramids last night. I'm going to go ahead and type that in my astral notes. One day you just rock up to the pyramids. This could be connections to 432. Long cubits, that's the base of the Great Pyramid as well. And 432 hertz is about the love frequency. I know 5, 3, 2, 8. Let me find this real quick. And allows energy to circulate in a certain way. It's the highest form of conductivity. So you guys could be creating entire portal ways. This could be about the way that you hold creative life force in your physical vessel or like, you know, pure infinite potential. Like you are pure creative life force seated in a physical vessel and you're coming back to that. So you're very intentional when it comes to where your energy is being directed right now. But yeah, some of your memories being activated ancestrally during this time. Let's see what else. I'm going to see if I can find anything else. Picture of a pyramid. So in the metaphysical realm, they represent incredible strife in your life, overcoming obstacles, and major changes are happening or you're heading into them. Also shows great strength that you guys are discovering within yourself. And also I was getting messages about the hidden wonders of the world or the 7 wonders of the world. And I feel like this is about your different multidimensional archetypes for a lot of you. Because when we talk about the 7 chakras as well, there's something that you've discovered internally within yourself when it comes to the layer of reality that you can project into your experience, each holding a different frequency, okay? It's like you can move in and out of different dimensions very intentionally here. That's also the image that I'm seeing. Okay, it's like you're able, you guys could be a shapeshifter. Like you could shapeshift into these different multi-dimensional archetypal forms of yourself that have manifested due to the natural laws of its like physical environment or its vibrational frequency. But it's like you're moving very fluidly through this motion, okay, with a notion as well. So this reminds you of a dream that I had on the 27th of February that could be significant for you guys. So I wrote that there was a hidden pharaoh behind the pyramid, and there was also a body of water to turn the car around. So Egypt represents the hidden wonders of the world, and it shows the potential change for your life. And it could be hinting that there's something that you're learning within yourself, acquainted with your character, and growing in the understanding of your inner spirit. Okay, so there's something that you understand when it comes to the spirit within. Maybe it's about a new career that you guys are going to be taking on. Maybe it's a new spouse, smaller changes as well. It could be like a new hobby or interest that you guys are picking up on. But I'm hearing it's something to do with like your past life interest in some way, or something that you had experienced in a past life that you're wanting to experience, like the opposite end of the spectrum in this life in regards to, right? Pyramids also symbolize change. Okay, so this could be drastic change that's happening in your life. And Dharma, you guys stepping into your Dharma as well. It's like you're seeing the world more clearly through enlightened eyes, through the eyes of the soul. So Dharma is about this path that you choose and your avenues in life, because you're consciously aware of what's best from your soul's perspective, and that's how you're seeing life right now when it comes to the eyes of the oracle. The choices that are made are not always logical or understandable, right? Neo in the matrix, the prefrontal cortex, for those on a karmic path, those who are unconsciously like repeating just cycles of suffering, because they're staying with something that may feel familiar but also, you know, leaves them feeling unfulfilled, especially on a soul level. Both paths will ultimately lead to the same place, but Dharma is by far the quickest, which is about the unfoldment of your path. And I'm seeing how like magic aligns itself to you because you are walking in your divine essence. I'm hearing divinity aligns itself to you because it's your resonance. And it's not chosen as much by souls entering the planet because it requires a compassionate heart and a strong spiritual connection. Through working on balancing your male and feminine energies, you can switch to Dharma, but it can still seem confusing at times because the unpredictability is still there with chaos theory. So a lot of you guys are seeing the impact when it comes to your decisions of yes and no. It's like the butterfly effect, you know? So trust in your guides and the flow of life, for it's essential. And I saw your third eye widening as well, seeing your situations clearly as well. All right. And there could be something about the 5 stages of grief that you're going through as well, which is like denial, anger, bargaining, right? I'm hearing making excuses, finding reasons why, depression, and acceptance. But that acceptance is going to be the gateway into compassion, giving yourself enough compassion. So I'm hearing to be kind to yourself and to understand yourself, even if you're understood and others are not kind to you. And you were finding also the right products for your hair. So it's knowing that this is your choice, right? This is about your freedom and making peace with yourself, okay? Making peace with yourself. Yeah. Yeah, and in this also, I had notes around you were bending energy and you were finding balance. And I wrote that all of the other avatars and incarnations of your past lives are already inside of you. You know, it's like your consciousness, your eternal consciousness has now been seated in a physical vessel, you know? It's that type of energy. And it carries this unparalleled strength from all these parallel lives. All of your past lives focusing that energy through you, reaching inside and feeling the energy flow. Find a place where emotion meets spirit. This is your energy that's in motion. And I feel like your intention and attention is moving with this sense of purity. Okay, I'm also hearing like renewal, a place deeper than thought. Tap into your feelings and gather energy from them. These are secret quantum tunnels where you can leverage as a quantum being. So it's like your third eye may be leaning towards a very specific vision in your life, and your heart is also another quantum technology where it's like you're scanning potential fields, okay? It's like you have beta perception, no, not beta, gamma perception, fifth dimensional perception. It's like you may this is what I mean, like beta is like fourth dimensional, you know, perception. So it's almost like you're very aware of the shifts that's going on when it comes to third dimensional ways of viewing the world, fourth dimensional ways, you know, like alpha, beta, gamma. Like you can probably feel yourself like viewing a situation through the eyes of like the human, and then you can detach from the construct of this matrix and view life through the eyes of the oracle, right, through the soul. And like you're aware of yourself shifting in and out of these different dimensions. That's what it gives me. And I'm hearing each projects its own stargate with its own frequency. So what do you want to experience? What frequency, what dimension do you want to enter into, where these new stories can begin to play out in resonance to that frequency, in resonance to the way that you're perceiving reality through at that, with that lens. Yeah, so new connections are coming in for you guys. And also, you're very grounded on your path right now. You're very grounded in yourself and who you are. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and read this energy then and see what's going on. It kind of reminds me of the Sobek energy. Let's get the Egyptian pyramid deck for this, which is the god of the Nile. Sobek is in the background of the Emperor in this deck, so you could be stepping into a position of leadership. You could be becoming very established within your career and other life goals that you've set for yourself. And it's also Mars energy too. So it's almost like your ambitions are moving as one with the physical vessel, because it represents like the physical manifestation of this third dimensional alpha archetype that you're experiencing life through. But I'm seeing like, notice the difference of the archetype's eyes and also your eternal essence's eyes, and allow yourself to shift through this. Okay, so with 10 of Wands, I saw you guys dropping your burdens, okay, because it also kind of came up upright. So it's like you're no longer feeling burdened by the stories that have played out for you, realizing that you are not them. It's like, yeah, you may be having an experience through this vessel, but you are not this vessel. You know, that's true maturity. And you are also not the stories that have played out in this third dimensional construct. So I feel like you're taking it upon yourself to... I'm hearing hold yourself accountable during this time. There's certain responsibilities that you're taking on, even just ancestrally. I'm hearing there's certain responsibilities that you guys are taking on. Let's see what else is coming through. We also have the Page of Cups. When it comes to turning your dreams into actions, I'm hearing dreams will remain dreams unless you take action towards them. So a lot of you, this is literally, again, this is the 1441. Like your destiny is in your hands right now, and you guys are shaping and molding that. You are the architect of your destiny. You are the architect of your life, right? So the Page of Cups, he basically has a vision that only him and the universe can see. And this is about the one verse inside of him, right? This is about a universe existing inside of you, all right? I'm hearing if you could see all the things that your imagination could do. So this is a preview of life's upcomings that you're receiving as well. So he receives a lot of synchronicities. You guys are probably receiving a bunch of synchronicities during this time that I'm hearing in resonance with what the whispers of fate internally have been telling you. So this is like an internal dialogue that you've been having with the soul, right? And you know that there's certain actions that you have to take in the physical realm right now and align your actions accordingly. To respect, I'm hearing the wishes of the soul, okay, to fulfill the soul's wishes in a lot of ways. So yeah, this is about applying your free will in this realm very consciously to move as one with this vessel, okay, to move as one with this vessel. And you have the Six of Swords here too, so it could be a sacrificial energy where you guys are having to remove maybe the opinions, right, of others, others who may not understand with that Page of Cups energy, because people will say, oh, what happens when pigs fly? But I feel like you guys are about to see pigs fly in your reality. This reminds me of what we were talking about in the live chat the other day. Yeah, I feel like something's about to happen in your life where people are about to witness like pigs fly, because even with this energy, you have the Page of Swords right behind it, which is followed up by the justice, right? The scales of justice, cause and effect. So this is almost like your truth, right? The feather is in balance with the heart because you're living according to your truth, right? Your true self, the soul, having a human experience. And you're following through with those intentions, right? In the physical realm. So I'm seeing like this is what happens. Like it's almost like God's using you as an example, or the universe is using you as an example in some way, where it's like this is what happens when you follow the heart's desires and move as one. Live in your truth. Embody your truth. This is what happens. The universe reveals its mysteries to you in regards to how pigs fly. the devil, right? You have it reversed too. So it's almost like overcoming self-doubt, overcoming the doubt that others may try to project on you, the fear that others may try to project on you, overcoming this, freeing yourself. Yeah, the Empress, the Hermit. Look what happens when you follow that internal wisdom, this internal knowing. It's almost like, you know, I was hearing like ancient folklore. So there could be something around, you just know this. This is almost like the doubts of like either the ego or the physical vessel. And it's like you're able to either like quiet that down, or I'm hearing usher the harsh critic out of the door. And then this energy is almost like, no, I know I'm pregnant with life. I know that I'm conceiving something. I know that I'm shaping something. I know that I'm creating something. Me and my existence. Everyone may think that she's crazy because they cannot see the baby. This is saying that what you feel is real, right? The Hermit cannot see the full landscape of his journey, but he knows that if he takes one step at a time, he's going to get there. So there is something about you guys being guided as you walk the way begins to unfold. Trust this internal knowing, trust this divine feminine energy, trust the internal voice within, for it will never lead you astray. And in time, people will see this take effect into the physical realm. It takes a little bit of time to cook the baby, right? It reminds me of the patter cake reading that we did, where it's like, you know, patter cake. It's like you guys are pricking and picking at this, what people see as an imaginary cake. You know, they say, I don't see any cake, but the cake is in the oven. You guys are cooking that up, right? You're cooking it up. It could be a talent, gift, skill, ability that you're mastering during this time. This is somebody working towards their purpose, working towards their legacy. But it's internal with the Hermit and the Empress. It's like, she's getting ready, you know, it's almost like the universe it's like you're being prepared to be, you know, induced in some way to birth a new life into creation. The Five of Swords, Venus and Aquarius. It definitely does come with some type of trade-off here, because you even have the Eight of Cups reversed. Maybe this is, again, just releasing something that may be a comfort zone to you and having to make friends with the unknown. The Five of Swords is saying, okay, we just don't see eye to eye on this. It's okay. I know that, you know, you may be viewing life through the eyes of fear, and I look at life through the eyes of love, you know. So this is Venus in Aquarius, where it's saying, you know, I'm going to have to do what's best for me. And I'm no longer going to pay attention to people, opinions, circumstances that I don't want to become a part of my reality. I'm going to take away this thing's only power, which is my attention. I'm not going to entangle my creative life force quantumly with people, circumstances that drain me, with thoughts or belief systems that are counterproductive to my creation. Instead, I'm calling all my life force back to me. I'm cutting losses from anything that no longer serves me, right? And I'm focusing on turning the energy inward. I'm focusing on turning the energy towards me and the things that I want to do in this experience. This is where you guys are right now. You're moving in a centripetal state of being instead of a centrifugal state of being. You're not focusing on the external, what anyone externally may think about you, what they may say, how they may feel. All those personal judgments, right? All those opinions, or the unsolicited advice usually tells you more about the needs of the giver than the receiver. Usually it's a confession in disguise because it's linked to a personal history around where you doing certain things and leaving your mark in history. Maybe a little bit intimidating, perhaps. I don't know, guys. I'm free-flowing with this one. I really am. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, let's take a look at one of these messages. Why not? Let's see. I kind of want to get the gateway message by the book. Okay, so you guys are doing something. You're finding this sweet balance between going by the book and maybe doing something against the book, you know? It's almost like you're taking what works and you're leaving what doesn't during this time. You're keeping what is for you, and with a breath of kindness, you're blowing away the rest, okay? Because the fates are saying at the base that you have the courage to change the things that you can, right? And you have the serenity to accept the things that you cannot, okay? And this could be about things externally to you or people externally to you. But there is something that you could be following that is almost allowing you to follow like a recipe of success, but also alter it your own way. That's almost what it gives me. So your creative projects and commitments of prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world, but impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. Stick with what you know works and you will attract abundance. So something about moving forward with your integrity during this time is really important. You can also learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working for others, okay? But you do not need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. There's something about following the footsteps of those who have already achieved what you're striving for, but then also not... there's something about also following your own unique energetic signature in the way where it's like you're finding your own recipe for success. It's like you're altering something. I'm hearing avoid following in the footsteps of a great man, for then you will always be in his shadow. There's something about you following the footsteps up until a certain point. So some of you, this could be about getting started in a very specific direction in your life. That's almost what it gives me. Yeah, 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼 Council, okay? 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼 Galactic Council. We'll go ahead and read this. You definitely have a lot of support right now in the higher realms. Let's go ahead and read this for you. It's the last page in the book, so you guys could definitely be closing out a chapter in your life. It says, answer the call, time to shine, star guides, okay? So this is the 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼 Galactic Council. It talks about there's many extraterrestrial beings around you at this time, many of whom will be connected to the 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼 Council. It also talks about this Galactic Council is a divine board of directors who are responsible for recruiting light workers and leaders on Earth who have the potential to make a huge difference by following the call of their soul. They come to us in honor and an opportunity to be reminded of a connection that was active before we came into this incarnation. There's no set way of working with 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼s. They can contact you in dreams, through meditation. And yeah, the message is... this is a call to action. You are being asked to step up and create the changes that you want to see in the world. You have every reason to be here, and you have the potential to inspire, support, and heal your corner of the world. Don't let this information scare or overwhelm you, for you're being prepared energetically to step into this role. The ideas you've been having recently are divine downloads, but you aren't being called to make any dramatic changes in your life. Simply move forward step by step, much like the hermit on his journey, right? The 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼 Galactic Council will reveal more information to support you. Be aware of downloads of information and spiritual signs here, confirmation that you're on the right path, okay? So yeah, you guys are definitely being protected. Again, as we said, in the angelic realm. We'll go ahead and just close out with one Cosmos Oracle message, and then I'll have any of you Stratosphere. Okay, this one has definitely been making appearance recently. Let's go ahead and read Stratosphere, and amazingly, I've managed to not memorize that at all. So let's go ahead and read Stratosphere. Okay, the perfect balance, certainty and protection. Support, guidance, shelter, perseverance, and harmony. Yeah, this is the ozone layer, right? So the ozone layer is like the intangible part of the body, okay? It's like the auric field. So again, these are each of your multidimensional spheres that are just projected from your internal, chakra points. So, which are just portals, okay? So, yeah, this is the highest point of the planet Earth, which you can find the ozone layer, which is responsible for absorbing the sun's ultra rays. Strata means layer. It is a perfect space for dynamic balance and constant temperature, where you will find no storms or turbulence. So yeah, you're coming back to that internal place of peace. It says, enjoy the ease, peace, and protection that it brings you. Life as we know it would not be possible without it. So yeah, you guys may be grounded on this earth, right, in this experience, but you are not bound to this experience. You are literally intercommunicating with intangible forces and these invisible hands that are guiding your life right now, even yourself from your higher fractals, and you're anchoring all of your you're no longer like compartmentalizing you know, like the parallel version of yourself that's leading a life as an Arcturian and another planetary star system. It's like it's all integrated within you. You know, it's like your consciousness expands far beyond this localized vessel having an experience on Earth. It's all being experienced through you. So it's like you're grounded in this experience on Earth, but you're also, your vessel may be an earthling, but you've extend far beyond this planetary, you know, star system and this solar system and this universe. So yeah, you're connecting to the whole of yourself, and it's almost like you're guiding your journey on Earth from a higher level of awareness. And again, the connection to the sun here, the connection to the plasma, it's like you're intercommunicating with your own plasma, with your own cells and the cell membrane. And it's giving you guidance, allowing you to anchor in higher levels of awareness that are very productive instead of counterproductive when it comes to the things that you want to create in this existence. So yeah, allow yourself to be guided. Listen to your inner voice during this time. There's definitely strong energy that you guys are having to the non-physical realm. Look, we even have cosmic ether here at the base. Look at that. It's even got like a little UFO on it. Let's read this. This is definitely so interesting. The cosmic ether. I haven't seen this card before. That's cute. All right, let's find this. Again, it's like you chose to incarnate here for a reason. Cosmic ether. Oh wow, it's a long one. All right. When the wave nature of light was discovered, it was thought that just as sound waves need a medium, which is air, to propagate, light waves are also transmitted thanks to the medium, which was named the cosmic ether. So again, this is like your cosmic origins, right? Like your cosmic origins. This is where your etheric nature meets matter. It's the interface of where the divinity within you meets this physical vessel, and your divinity navigates its way through this earthly experience through the physical vessel. But you're not the physical vessel. It's just something that is temporarily housing your awareness, all right? So the enigma that only you can solve, controversy. Oh, a delicate and light element of full purity. It is the primordial energy of light, from which everything starts before taking material form. It is the fifth element after air, earth, water, and air. After fire, sorry. Earth, water, and air. Okay, so again, ether, right? Ether is the air, is the fifth element. It's the thoughts. Okay, so awareness, complete transparency. It has always been considered a mysterious element. This is like your sixth sense, guys. And although few have defined it, many have spoken about it. Plato called it the most translucent kind of air. In India, it's referred to as the Sanskrit word for akasha. Yeah, which means a sacred place. This is also believed to be part of a supralunar world, and Tesla considered it to be the fifth element. According to the classic scientific theory, it was thought that it was completely transparent, devoid of weight and friction, and filled all of space. This is like love, you know, it's like love, like God's circumference is everywhere yet nowhere at the same time, you know, it's like pi. Anyway, the ether has always been a controversial, so we will honor this here by saying that nowadays this this hypothetical construct is now obsolete in astronomy. Notwithstanding hypothesis, I'm dyslexic. Albert Einstein himself said the following: by denying the existence of ether, we are assuming that there are no physical properties within empty space. The fundamentals of quantum mechanics are not aligned with this perspective. We may say that according to the general theory of relativity, space is endowed with physical qualities. In this sense, therefore, there exists an ether. According to the general theory of relativity, space without ether is unthinkable. Today, it has been reborn under the name of relativistic ether, with many doubts raised over regarding a new name with the same essence. Seeing is believing, or believing is seeing? ? Meanwhile, the ether looks down from above with the sly grin that suggests both enjoyment and complicity. The great scheme of all of their work, which humbly remains anonymous, as only vanity would make us know its name. we refer to the medium through which light spreads the message, even though we know that the human eye is unable to see all types of light. Ergo, it may be that we are leaving out much more than a light spectrum by only relying on tangible, visible, endorsed, and verified factors. So again, the only way that you can basically connect to these other, again, like spheres, right? These other time dimensions and these other frequencies and layers and these other parallel versions of self, right? Existing in these different frequencies and dimensions, is through the pineal gland. It's through the eyes of the soul. It's to be able to tune back into your etheric nature and your etheric origins, and recognize yourself as more non-physical than physical, more multidimensional than you are, you know, in a third dimensional being. So yeah, this is your primary, you know, antenna when it comes to discerning, right, and filtering through the multiple dimensions, right? It's your multisensory perception system. So the human who seeks to understand everything will only understand everything when he stops wanting to understand. So again, it's through the art of surrender, not trying to understand, right? Just allowing yourself to be everywhere and nowhere all at once, right? Being in the 0 point, that's what this is. Sometimes we look for answers and return with millions more questions, right? It's like if you could have a discussion with the oracle, it just brings you back into that state of just being, you know, it's just like, you know, that's why they say just when you get silent and you look within, everything that you need to hear gets loud. And that's what this is. And that's what you guys have done. This is what it is that you continue to do. To just be. Awakening is not changing who you are, right? It's remembering who you are and discarding all whom you are not. All whom this construct taught you to be. So I'm going to love and leave you guys right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel or want to stick around for futuries, do consider subscribing. It was definitely just like a spur of the moment one, but I hope you enjoyed it. Personal reading details are also down below, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Until next time, bye.